Alright, hey, what's up? And this is a re-upload of the original part 1 because the part 1 that I originally shot was in 240p. And what we all know about 240p is that 240p sucks. So hopefully I've probably taken down the original one by now, but if I haven't, hang on, I gotta tell my brother to switch it down in the background. Scott, can you turn that down a little bit? Alright, he's watching a Grand Theft Auto Let's Play, so, you know, get it turned down because that's loud as hell sometimes. Anyway, so, what I did was, I decided to be like, you know what, this is terrible, people do not deserve to have to watch it, because the editing software I was using for that one was a piece of crap. And that piece of crap happened to leave a giant watermark in my video, and I had a watermark in my video to, like, edited the video something. And it was a good program that watermark was retarded. Anyhow, but I switched to Windows Movie Maker and I'm pretty happy with it. And here we go, start the lesson. First thing you want to do in Minecraft is find wood. Well, right now I'm kind of panicking because I can't find any wood. And as everyone knows, without wood, you are not a man. Do you get my sexual humor? Do you get my sexual sense of humor? I'm just going to keep one hand cupped around my mouth when I do post-commentary to make everything sound louder. So, you know, the periodic microphone, like, not even microphone, but like voice changes. That's because I cut my hands around the earbuds I use for the microphone when I talk sometimes. To make it a bit louder because I don't want to shout and scream and wear out my voice and all that. Because these earbuds suck as a microphone. But I'm too poor to get a real microphone. So yeah. So here we go. First step, punch wood. Why? Because punching a tree makes you feel better about yourself as a man. No, it doesn't. It just gets you stuck. Now, my friend Kovar, who will be in part 2, will disagree with me on the fact that wood is the most important thing in the game. I think that wood is the most important material in the game. Mostly because you cannot get, he says, personally, I keep switching around topics because I'm today. But anyway, so Kovar says that coal is the most important material in the game. But you can't get coal without a pick, and you can't get a pick without wood, because you need a log to make a plank. You need a plank to make a stick. You need a stick to make a pick. And you need a pick to combine some coal, and after that you need a stick to make the torches in the first place. Watch out, Kovar just thinks coal is the torches. Torches are a disgrace to the coal. I say that torches are really a compliment to coal. Like when you add awesome sauce to something that's already awesome. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I think when I like breathe out or have like a ridiculous like out breath, it's just leave my microphone for a second. Alright, I'm gonna make it up. Alright, here we go, we're back, and I am just gonna talk to the microphone, and whenever I'm on like hits or anything, I'm just gonna see I just breathe into the microphone. I have no idea how to stop that. I guess if you look at breath screen or something, but it does get kind of ridiculous to mess around with that. Strap that to my head. See, I just strap that. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do that, but you know what happens. This microphone currently sucks and things like that. Anyway, still punching trees, same old. If you played the game before, you know that the biggest part of the first day is punching as many trees as you can, and maybe building your first shelter. And now my little brother's telling me to be quiet, even though his microphone sucks, and I kind of have to talk loud. Scotty says he needs to punch his Grand Theft Auto, and he can stop anytime he wants. He just never wants to stop. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So the crucial mistake that I made in this video is that I didn't make my shelter soon enough. And when night came, I got scared that monsters were going to come out and kill me, and I just kind of buried myself in a hole in the ground. And that wasn't very smart. But I did do one thing, right? See, when you're playing Minecraft, what I like to do, this may not be right, but I like to do it, is I like to build a fort on high ground and light it up pretty well and put something cool on top of it. That way, if I die, you know, my spawn point is fairly low. So if I die and I look up, I'll see that on the skyline and go, oh, there's my fort, I'll just go walk over to it. If you build a fort on like the side of a hill or something, and you don't mark it with a tower, you're never going to find it, and you're going to be lost, you're going to be sad, because you spent all that time building the fort, and now it's gone. Alright? Right? It's kind of like, what do you call it? What's one of those ironic situations with losing your house and stuff? One of them. Oh, it's like winning the lottery, buying a house, only to find out 2 days later that that house was going into foreclosure and you would like having cost less money. That wasn't even relevant to what I was saying. Losing your house in Minecraft because you didn't mark it is like parking your car next to a million cars that look the same and not having a beeper on to find out which one it is. Because all these hills look basically the same, and you don't have your tower to mark it, you know? It's like all the cars, and you have a beeper to mark which car is yours. Or like you don't put a cozy on the antenna of your car. I don't know, I'm just saying, you're gonna lose your base if you don't mark your base. And I'm just talking about random crap because all you're gonna see right now is me punching wood. Post commentary, and I don't want to talk about how I punch wood. You hold down the left mouse button, and your character punches the wood. You collect the wood, and then you do some cool crafting stuff later. But I'll demonstrate the crafting in the top of my watcher frame when I'm doing narration. So here, I'm kind of debating whether or not I should stop collecting the wood, and I just said, you know what, I'll punch down a couple more trees. And single saplings I'm collecting in my number 2 little hotbar slot, I have those because I'm going to do something cool with them in episode 2. Well, not really cool, just kind of useful. I'm really running out of topics. I'm stuttering, and I'm like losing my train of thought constantly. I'm getting distracted by things in this room. Oh, I am so helpless right now. You have no freaking idea. I mean, really, no freaking idea how distracted I am right now. Talking to this microphone, you know, this is my process. This microphone makes sound really quiet, and it has like a ton more background noise than most edited. So what I do is I go into my WavePad audio editor, which is an awesome program. Just saying, I didn't make it, I don't own it, but it's an awesome program. What I do is I reduce my background noise, I normalize it, and then I amplify it. And then it comes out sounding like the still somewhat crappy, but listenable piece of crap that is with my other video. And I'm having some audio sync problems with this one, probably because I was trying to install a giant service pack while I was making this one. So you're going to see some pretty hilarious audio fails, some pretty hilarious lag fails. Like, this one right here. Yeah, right there. Did you hear that? That's hilarious. Like, see, this is why you don't let a noob like me near your computer, because I'm probably going to do something stupid like this. What else can I talk about today? Let's see, I can talk about, did you guys hear about the congresswoman who got shot through the head today? And the shooter was a crazy guy, and they also took out the judge. And I don't really, I'm kind of keep my microphone. And I don't really care about that, because that doesn't really matter to me. Nothing matters to me, because I am emo, and emos don't care about anything. I'm like the least emo person I know. Oh, I have nothing to talk about, quite literally nothing. Okay, here's some crafting. You take your logs that you cut from trees, put them in your crafting square, and in your output square you get some wood planks. Wood planks can be used to build your basics and essentials and stuff, but for the more finer parts of life, you're going to need some finer materials deep within the earth. Here we go. Another technique that I'm going to show you here, and you probably just saw, is jumping and building under you at the same time. When you're trying to get to a high up area and you can't reach it in like any way, do this. Watch. Ooh. Jump, build, jump, build, jump, build. And that is how you get to a high spot. Now, if you're stupid like me, you're going to end up falling off and hurting yourself. Because you're trying to punch a tree and then you forget which direction you're going in, and death. No, not death, just retard. Oh, speaking of losing your life, when you lose your life in Minecraft, you need to eat. You can either eat bread, pork, or apples, which I think you can only get through. Oh yeah, now there's an update. You can get fish. I say too much, but I'm not Philip Franco, so I'm not cut every time I say because I'm not Philip Franco. I don't have time to sit in front of a computer and go cut. It's the Let's Play. It's just 15 minutes, like 10-15 minutes of raw footage that I edit, maybe edit like a light amplifier or flashlight, and then I upload it to YouTube, and then you watch it, and then you complain because my friend, an idiot with a crappy microphone. Just like every other idiot on YouTube with a crappy microphone. Well, I mean, at least I take the time to put in my voice. I mean, at least I take the time to put in my voice. I'm just gonna stop talking, because I have terrible grammar. Terrible grammar. So what I'm doing here is I'm leveling up the area so I can build a larger house, because I'm trying to level out an area or like use dirt for the walls of my house because it's not really appealing to me. I like to use materials for like wood or stone or something. It feels, not only does it feel more secure, it just feels more like livable. I would not live in a house made of dirt. And I don't want anybody to comment saying little boys in Africa live in houses full of dirt. I know they do, alright? And I am a little bit disturbed by the fact, but nonetheless, we all have to live with that until people decide to stop eating all the donations that they give to Africans and give them to the poor children of the third world countries. Why did I say Africans and then the people of the third world countries? Did I just become half politically correct right there? I'm like never politically correct. I mean, I'm gonna write a grunge song when I grow up called Politically Incorrect and go like, hate is brown, love is purple, love is brown, hate is white. You know, something like that, because you can't ever put, oh, but Jesus, it's getting dark. And because I'm stupid, I'm like, oh, it's getting dark. Wait a minute, it's getting dark! Oh crap, crap. Build. Maybe I can go pre-force the roof on. Oh crap, I forgot you can jump up and get a roof. Oh no, it's getting dark and I'm gonna die horribly because there's skeletons and creepers and zombies. And, no wait, slimes got removed from the game and cactuses and snow and, water and lava, which isn't above the surface. And darkness, and I'm afraid of the dark. There's the moon, so I'd be darker in my house. And then I panic and I just entomb myself in earth because I'm an idiot. Are you happy? I'm an idiot. There, I just admitted to being an idiot and I entomb myself in earth for no reason. Besides the fact that I'm an idiot. And it goes completely dark here. For me, you might be able to see a little bit on your end, but I'm too lazy to edit this, so what are you gonna do, right? When you get a lazy moron like me on the other end editing your video, you shouldn't expect too much from me. I mean, come on, people. I am retarded. I'm sorry if I've offended anyone who's actually retarded and has access to the internet. If you're retarded, you shouldn't have access to the internet. Oh, that reminds me of a story. So one time I was in my computers class, and there were these 3 special kids in our class who like obsessed with 4chan, know your needs and stuff. So they're on 4chan, and then they discover internet porn. Sweet mother of Jesus, that was one disturbing day. Anywho, we're coming up to the end of the video in about a minute here. One common theme with my channel is I'm gonna do stuff. Not like that, not like that. People are sick. You people are sick little fools, you know that? Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is every 3, 4, possibly 5 or 24 videos, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 things that I find in a comment or in a private message or in a video response that you guys can give me to try to mimic. I've played this game before, so I know how to work certain things, but I have never had a map exactly like this before, so I might not know how to do certain things. So I'm interested to see what you guys come up with, and please remember, send me a comment, send me a video response, send me a private message. Remember, always troll in the comments. No troll PMs, no troll videos, because I will not respond to them. Comments with trolls are worth my time. Videos and PMs with trolls in them, I will not respond to, because those are retarded, just like me. And remember, as always, see ya!